Hello, this is Kenneth with another Gundam commission. Today I'll be sharing a painted Master Grey 00. This is the 7 Swords edition and I'll be using a host of metallic paints to do the internal frame and external parts. As with all painted models, it is in my best interest to have each individual part ready to batch airbrush. There are people who say to do this step separately, but that will take a lot of time, it will waste paints during the swaps and generally feel very unproductive. By batch airbrushing, I tend to keep color and layer thickness consistent, and also saving a buttload of time in the process. After removing the pieces from the runners, I always make sure to file down the piece, and unlike straight builds, I don't actually need to sand or buff them because airbrushing creates a very even surface, and filing gives a better adhesion to the paint. For airbrushing, I always use a base coat with a metallic medium. The color of the base coat depends on the part that I'm painting, white for bright vibrant colors and black for metals, darks, shaded colors. So that's the color of the primer. There are things to take note of during batch painting. I always need to make sure to separate the parts which are difficult to keep track of. This includes polycaps of various sizes, the left and or right side of the Gundam. By separating these parts, I ensure that they are in the correct orientation because after painting, you need to know which is the left side and which is the right side, because if you put it in the wrong side, then the elbow will bend backwards and then that's just not what you want. So these are my groups, these are my categories of groups. You can use them, you can use your own, doesn't really matter. Left arm, one group. Right arm, one group. Left leg, one group. Right leg, one group. Then torso, which is a mixture of the heads, bodies and waist, one group, and then weapons and accessories, another group. The final group, which includes things like the rifles, backpacks, miscellaneous bits and so on. I tend to skip capturing footage of me airbrushing because it's just me hunched over the airbrush booth in very bad light, so let's just go to assembly. Although you have to take extra care during this step and pay extra attention because the parts are batch painted. People say that batch painting is bad because of this step. It's very hard and you need to pay a lot of attention to make sure that the parts that you fit in are the right pieces, because if you make one wrong piece, the wrong orientation, the rest of the parts will just not fit properly. And then after assembly, I'll start paneling and doing decals. The paneling can be done with a variety of tools, namely the Gundam or Copic markers to line them, or the lazy man of using like oils and panel washers. Typically for straight builds, I can afford to be lazy, but for this airbrushed piece, markers are better for accuracy. Lastly, I never use the large silver stickers or like the block stickers because at this point I'm experienced enough to do detailing or the silvering on the inner frames. The final impressions for this kit. I'm biased because I like the 00 series. The weapons are dope, there's 7 swords altogether and the machine is badass. It's actually very balanced as compared to the others in the series, and it holds up by itself really well without having to use a stand or a base. The part separation is fantastic and I love the color scheme. It's like white, blue, black, and then clear parts that add like great accents to the rest. So glory pictures to come. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. This is Nerdsomnia, and I'll see you on the next one.